Just giving you a little taste of the music of my special guest this afternoon on Heart, Mind, and Soul to Soul. You're listening to the voice of Alexandria Love with one from her EP called Flying in the Wind. Welcome to Heart, Mind, and Soul to Soul, dancing up a storm inside of the studio because you're cold. How you doing?
I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here and to be able to share with you. By the way, I am starstruck because I'm a fan of you.
Well, thank you very much. Crack is gonna come inside and sort out your microphone because it's a little low, but we're still hearing it. All is well.
All right.
Well, you know what is interesting about Alexandria Love? Mm-hmm. I met you actually on social media.
Right.
Right. And there is this young lady who would always, send out her posts and that kind of thing on Instagram and on Facebook. And I realized that you're a musician because the pictures would always have you with a microphone or with a headset. And I'm thinking to myself, if this young lady can sing, she have it made. Because, Big Crack, I'm not quite sure about the sound. So Crack, went fast with you a little bit.
All right, thank you.
No, talk again, Alexandra. No, nothing coming out on 2. Talk again, Alexandra.
One love.
That's it. All right, that's it. Beautiful. All right. So I'm thinking to myself, from a long time, I don't know if you heard me say so, but from a long time I said, on the air, I don't know who is this Alexandria Love, but her persona alone makes me want to find out more.
Wow.
Yes, and I hadn't heard you sing a note.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I'm happy that we interacted. I'm happy that you reached out as well. I've always just been a fan of wonderful women that, First of all, let me just say, one more thing that really got me excited is the fact that you always have a little bit of purple. Man, I'm telling you the truth.
Oh, God. You know what I said to my listeners yesterday? I said to my listeners, my guests like purple. So is the purple queen going to talk to the purple princess?
There's something about that.
There's something about it.
But you exude positive energy. And, it's really an honor to be here with you today.
It's an honor to have you too, my love. Because one of the things that makes me very excited about having you here with me is that you also exude a lot of positive energy and confidence. And this is what you are going to need to make it not just in the business, but more so as a sister.
True.
In the business.
True.
So that kind of, Alexandra look like a little girl, okay? Like she little bit and cute. But don't make her little size fool you. Don't do it because she's a powerful little sister. So I want to find out more, right?
All right.
I was reading your bio, and it was after reading your bio that I realized that both your parents are in the music.
Yes.
A while ago when I saw your dad, I said, no, this is your dad?
Yeah, man.
So music is in your genes. Let's talk about your parents and the influence that they have had on you musically from birth.
Oh, well, happy to share. All right, so as I mentioned, I am most fortunate to have grown up with talented parents, Big up to my mom, Andy Green. I don't know if you've heard of Orpheus. There was a wicked group back in the day.
I know Andy Green.
There you go. That's my mom.
I know. Look here. I just found out. Can I tell you something? I just accepted Andy on my Facebook page, And then when I something clicked though. Something clicked. Let me tell you what clicked first.
All right.
The eyes. I said, but she didn't mention anything. She just requested me, and I know Andy.
Yeah.
So I accepted. And then it somehow your energy was in the ear when she requested it.
Wow.
And it's like the spirit saying to me, there's something there. And then when I saw the eyes, I said, something is there. You see, when I was reading your bio, and I said, Andy's your mother. I said, that was what was there. That's what's up.
The connection.
That's what's up.
Yes, man. My mom was always singing. And my dad, who you met earlier and you've known, Sheldon Bernard, they both actually were in the studio all the time when I was very young. I remember I was about 6 years old. Purple House at school, remember, Daddy? And I used to go to the studio. Sometimes I'd fall asleep in the studio. You know, they're working really late, leave from school. And there was this one particular day I was beating on the keyboard case, my dad's keyboard case, with a pencil and humming a melody. And Daddy said, hey, that wicked. That wicked. And that same song, my mom actually completed writing it. Right? I was 6 years old. My mom finished writing that song, and that was also on the album that I was first featured on, because I went in the studio right after that too. That was Reggae Princess for Japanese release. That was the beginning. Since then, I have been working closely with my dad. You know, he has been my musical director. I've also worked with other producers.
We don't reach there yet.
We don't reach there yet.
No, sir. I want to start from baby, because you see, when I read your bio about being 6 years old.
Yes.
And actually realizing that you had a passion for music from you were 6 years old, it tells me that there was quite an influence in your life with your parents. Let's talk. Okay, you talk a little bit about your mom, who is also a singer-songwriter.
Yes.
And your dad is a consummate musician.
Magical.
Yes. Can I tell you something? I was going through your just trying to find out more about you before we came on, and there is a video with your dad and Janine doing a song. And I would look at it and I say, why them don't pull it up close, make us see if I know the man? Because I just kept seeing Janine. It was in Rory's living room.
Right, I remember that.
And them would have never put them the camera on him. So I didn't get a chance to actually see him. So a while ago now. All right, so tell us a little bit about your dad outside of the music, and a little bit about your mom outside of the music.
All right. Well, one thing I've always loved and appreciated about my mom, she's a strong black woman. You know, and I have siblings right now that I just always let them know, listen, this woman is no normal woman. You know what I mean? She had a choice, and she chose to bring us up in the best way possible, even if she had to make serious sacrifices. You know, that's something I will always share. And my dad has been my best friend as well for many years. You know, beyond the music, you said, right?
Yes, beyond the music.
I have found a friend in my dad. And he has always been so supportive in the music. He has always encouraged me, you know, to continue, to press on. Very intelligent man. He's kind of stern too when it comes to certain things, but he don't like when I say that. But teaching me certain values, you know, being very protective, helping me to understand what a gentleman is supposed to be. You know, he was my real first example of what a true man is in this world. And I'm very grateful for that. You know, taught me how to play music by ear from I could have played with a keyboard, you know, and I'm very grateful for that, man. Trust me.
You know, as soon as I saw you and your dad a while ago, and you said, you just didn't know how your face lit up when you said, this is my dad.
Yes.
And I realized that you are a daddy's girl.
Yeah, I guess I am, huh?
Yes, it's the first thing that comes out. Right. I am a daddy's girl. Right. So, and the good thing about being a daddy's girl, as you said before, is that your self-confidence is way up there. So any partner that comes into your life has to understand that you know what a man is.
Exactly. My dad taught me, listen, if you're going out with somebody, don't go in the vehicle unless them open the door.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Certain things like that where girls need to know, you know, nowadays. And it really helped me in my journey. So
right. Beautiful.
More of that, you know.
Nice. I love that. And it is so very important. You know, they say it's very important for the same-sex parent to be a part of your life.
Right.
And that is so true. But for your confidence as an individual, the opposite sex parent, man, it teaches you so much about who you are.
True.
And it also tells the boys that I don't need you to compliment me, you know, because my dad has already done that for me.
True.
So you don't need to come and give me no sweet talk and get into my clothes.
There's nothing missing.
No, thank you. All right, beautiful. Tell me about one of your most exciting experiences as a child doing music.
Okay. All right, let me see. So I have had the privilege of going on tour with my dad. I went on tour with him and Lieutenant Stitchie many years ago. I don't remember how old I was, Daddy. It might be about 15 years old. And we went to London. We were traveling all over Europe, right? My first time traveling all over Europe, and I didn't mind the road trips. I didn't mind traveling for hours, you know. I remember my favorite place is Switzerland. See, there's a memory I can definitely share with you, Elise. I remember the smell, you know. It was the summertime, and we were driving through the hills, right? And we went to a very classic hotel. But driving through the hills, there were just the most beautiful colors in the street, the blossoms, the oranges, the reds, the yellows. And as the vehicles went through, it just rustled up the natural fragrances that I will never forget.
Oh, my goodness. How old were you then?
I was about 14.
Wow. Can you imagine that? You know, life is just such a beautiful place. It's just such a beautiful thing. Because here you are, remembering the smell of nature.
Yes. Oh, gosh.
And you'll never forget that smell.
I'll never forget. I want to share it with everybody.
Wow. So it was really the flowers and the trees that brought forward that smell.
It brought forward a lot of things. It was just a joy. It was almost like a dream, you know. And I thought about it. I was there for a moment. I was like, hey, you know, there's many people that have never experienced this. And I was in a space of gratitude.
That's so
absolutely
beautiful. That is so beautiful. And you know, we need to understand and appreciate simple things in life. Because many people would think that you saying that you're traveling through Europe and staying at the best hotels, you would remember how gorgeous the hotel was. But you see what you remember?
Yeah.
The smell of nature.
Never forget.
And that just tells us and teaches us that no matter how traveled you are, no matter how exposed you are, it's still the simple things of life
Truly.
that we remember.
Truly.
I always remember the rain falling on the earth and that smell.
That smell, boy.
All right. Who were your mentors musically when you were growing up?
All right. So, you've met one already. You know two of the main mentors.
Right.
Right. And of course, I looked up to the greats, you know. I looked up to Bob Marley. I was always a fan of his music. Garnet, Silk, you know. I liked these warriors of reggae music, you know what I'm saying? But my main mentors were really my parents at the time. Since then, of course, I've gotten a chance to work with other people, and I'm grateful for that as well. Persons from Jamaica as well as the UK, you know. Currently, I'm also doing some work with Rory from Stone Love. He's also played a very good role in my development. You know, we have my brothers from Ireland in the UK, you know, Blessed and Groucho. You know, there's so many people that have given me a little bit, and I am always trying to learn.
Right.
One of the things I value most in life is what I can learn from my experiences. And I try my best to align myself with the people that can actually share good knowledge with me.
Right.
I grew up around Pentos.
Right, because that's where I know Andy from.
All right. All right. I grew up around Pentos, to see Donovan Jermaine,
right.
When Beanie Man and Buju, they had bald head. You know what I'm saying? So these things also influenced me.
Right.
It made it real to me. It made it feel as though it's not just a distant dream, but something that can happen.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I'm sure it really made you realize also that whatever it is that you're seeing on television and on the big screen is something that really takes hard work. It's not a dream.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, and you have to stick to it. I have siblings, as I mentioned to you, that are younger than me, and that every day I love to show them that this is real, you know. What I'm doing, this journey, I do this also with them in mind. To remind them that there's nothing that they want in life that they can't achieve if they put their head and their hearts to it, and stay humble and give thanks every day.
Right.
You know?
All right, there's a part of your life that didn't come into your bio at all.
All right.
And I've not heard about it any at all, and we need to find out about it. Your school life, let's talk about that. What school you went to, and how did that feature in anything at all?
All right, so another wonderful thing is I went to school in Portland.
Okay. Oh, beautiful.
All right. I went to Titchfield High School, all right, in Port Antonio. Man, I am so sorry, guys, but this was absolutely the best high school experience. All right. Call me biased. But the environment as well was so refreshing. We would have classes on what we call the battery, right? That's where the cannons were, right there, because it's built on a fort. So we would have classes by the seaside if we wish, because we had a beach on the property that was accessible with supervision or permission. And we were looking right across at Navy Island. You know, when we had lunch break, me and my friends, we could go anywhere we want as long as you get back within the hour. So sometimes, you know, we just go into the town by my friend's restaurant, my friend's mom's restaurant, and, you know, fish or somebody might take a quick dip. And we get right back to school.
Wow.
That was awesome. And no matter how there was a lot of entertainment going on at the school, what I appreciated is there was still balance, you know. People were still focused on their studies. You know, I was into sciences at the time.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was magic. And I also did the violin in my earlier years. I actually went to school in Jamaica and in the States at one point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a part of the school orchestra. It was the Dade County Public School Orchestra.
Okay.
Right. That was another wonderful experience. I got a chance to get introduced to the violin, the cello, you know, and many other instruments. And the passion just grew and grew, you know what I mean? As soon as I left high school, I went to Edna Manley.
Okay, so you are formally trained.
Right. I went to Edna Manley because all my life I was playing by ear. And I said, hey, I want to go learn theory, you know, just in case I want to teach music. So
Right.
I did classical piano, and I did vocals. I had a really cool teacher, Miss Lloyd. Let me tell you what happened. So while I was going to school there, I got an offer to play keyboard on a band, specifically for Red Rat at the time. It was an all-female band, and I was playing keys, and that was everything. That was everything I ever wanted, because I wanted a career out of music.
Right.
And I spoke to my teacher, and I said, hey, Miss Lloyd, I get an offer, you know, and I really, really love it. I mean, I really want to take it on. You know, she said, girl, go ahead and do that. You know?
So you had to skip school?
Actually, I left before I was done, and she encouraged it. She said, girl, listen, sometimes you have to do this. Sometimes you have to go and reach out for what you want. And I went right into it. And I give thanks for that experience too, you know.
Wow, because at the end of the day, this is why you're in school, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And especially when you have a cool lecturer like that, you know.
That's
rebel.
a cool lecturer.
Yeah.
She probably saw herself in you.
Yeah.
She probably was thinking, when I was Alexandria's age, I would have gone for it.
Yeah, man. She's an artist that understood where I was coming from, you know. And I went to her sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I said,
wow.
Hey, Miss Lloyd, listen.
Wow.
I appreciate you, and there's this opportunity here. Please guide me.
Yes, you know? Yes. You know, I'm listening to you talk about your experience at Teachfield. Mm-hmm. And for those of us who went to school in Kingston and had to endure big, old concrete buildings.
Yeah.
And somehow were made to feel that we were the cat's pajamas. Mm-hmm. I remember going to Rossi's once and sitting down on a concrete thing and swinging my foot and looking at the beach, and I'm thinking to myself, who fool you say your concrete environment was anything to talk about?
You know?
Who did fool you know? I mean, has got to be the most conducive environment for learning.
Right.
So, you know, when I hear you showing off about your Portland experience, show off, girl.
Very show off, Mama.
Very show off, girl.
Show off.
That is it. That to me is just the best environment that you could ever ask for.
Truly.
And for those students who are out in the country, especially if you're at a school where nature is all around you, you don't pay nobody no mind about no other school that them call whatever kind of school them want to call it. True. I went to one of them, and it was surrounded by concrete and nice. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who are surrounded by nature and trees and the seas, you thank the Almighty for that.
That's right.
That is life.
That is life, man. Trust me. It was just... it was so relaxing, you know. Mm-hmm. I remember sometimes I would want to walk home. It was not that close to school, but you just felt that sense of security as well. Everybody looking out for you on the streets, you know. And me and my friends on the weekend would just probably paddle across to Navy Island, you know, take the surfboard and row it across there. Some people would swim, and we'd go there and we'd pick mangoes and we'd eat mango and have a whole beach day.
Oh my God! No, these are the things people for sure have, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to take a break. We soon come.
Yatiba Production, Star Caliber, Alexandria.
I told him once before we gon' get it. Rise up from the floor like a phoenix. Like Barack said, yes, we can do it. Barack said, yeah, we can do it.
We are money magnet.
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 A money magnet.
We are money magnet.
We are money magnet.
We are money magnet.
A money magnet.
We are money magnet.
We are money magnet.
We are money magnet.
We're money magnet.
We are money magnet.
We are money magnet.
Some say my man no worry, 'cause we life is greater. Sisters no worry, me see a brighter future. Hustle hard, call me Mandela. Work hard like the bees, I'm rewarded with the paper. Money Matty when me put some on the acre. Fake friend want to snatch me, feel me paper. Oh Lord, I know I'm a sinner, but if them cross the line, them go be the dark inner. And the paper take away the hater. Multiply my time and my money skyscraper. Life is greater, don't be a hater.
My very special guest on Heart, Mind and Soul to Soul this afternoon is Alexandria Love. And we take this one from her EP Woke. It's called Money Magnets. Featuring Star Caliber. Who's Star Caliber?
Star Caliber, yeah man, my brethren. Star Caliber based in Montego Bay. He's another magical brother that I was able to cross paths with. And I remember how we started this. Now, this song in particular was around the time I just started my consciousness journey, right? And he's also on his journey, you know. And we were there, we're like, hey, we need to start attract this cash. We need to start using law of attraction. Attract the paper. So we were there chilling, probably like after midnight. And we just started. We are money magnet. And then him repeat him say, we are money magnet. And then we just started flowing. After that, actually the day after that is when I linked up with Sheldon Bernard, Atiba, my dad. And we recorded the demo, and just the whole energy around the song and the intention behind it is to let people know that, listen, we are anything we want. We can get whatever we want once we tune into that frequency. That's where it comes from.
You mentioned the word flow. And I heard it today because you sent it. You didn't send it to a data tree.
All right.
Right? So I heard it this morning when I was listening to your stuff. And I thought to myself, wow, this is real dance hall, but it is so refined.
Right.
Because of the music infusion in it. You know? And it flows so well. And yourself and Star Caliber really have a great energy. So now I know why I want to have this energy, because it's just natural.
It's just natural vibrations, man. Big up Star Caliber wherever you are. Yeah, he's a dancehall artist with a beautiful voice as well. And it just was just magic. That's all I can describe it as. And when I say magic, Mommy, Elise, a lot of people don't understand. But it's the mystics, you know what I mean? It's just like you would say, faith brings miracles. And that there's no real way to describe certain things that happen around us. And I use magic to describe that sometimes, you know. It's just beautiful things come out of
You know, you're
connections.
so right. You know, I'm going to tell you something. The other day, see, there was this site that we go on sometimes, and we'll put our date of birth and all of that. So I said, let me try this and hear what this astrology him have to say. And this astrologer, he's texting me and telling me that I'm not to worry myself because money will soon come my way. I say, who tell this man I say me broke? Because, I mean, him just assume. Say, I don't know if it's because him says a third world country it coming from or what. So, you know, me just take him off of my thing and say, I don't need that energy in my thing.
Right.
Because creation is good to me. And like yourself, I mean, I'm on the magnet.
Right.
We don't broke pocket round here.
Broke pocket, and prosperity is more than cash.
Absolutely. Him just talking about this and lack. Just lack. And I said, no. Later for you. Don't want you in my space at all.
Yeah, man.
Because we need to be talking about gratitude and thanksgiving And even before it comes, we need to be thankful.
Thankful, and yes, and that's what my journey's about, sis. My journey's about sharing. You know what I mean? It's about sharing and everything that has happened in my life, acknowledging that it's for the great, the greatness that the Creator have planned for us.
Absolutely.
The good and the bad, the beautiful.
Absolutely. I know that you're from a generation, a dancehall generation. And I say this without any fear or without any, favor. I know that your generation is a dancehall generation. What I am loving, and I'm hearing it in this particular track, is the refining of dancehall.
Right.
To really make it a genre to be reckoned with internationally.
Truly.
It comes out in this track.
Truly. And I give thanks to Atiba for that as well, because if you listen on, you'll understand that there is also a little bit of, so there's a little hip-hop, there's dancehall, right? And then there is the salsa.
Wow.
So we have to learn how to fuse these things to make new sometimes,
Absolutely.
True.
All right. I know you write your own music, and you're quoted as saying, each song genuinely reflects my state of mind at the time. Give us another example of another song that reflects your state of mind at the time when you wrote it.
All right. So let me give you another one now. Let's talk about Blue Skies, right?
Okay.
So Blue Skies is very special to me, Mommy, Elise, because I started writing that song long before it actually was recorded or even completed. I'm talking like years before. But I remember I was just stepping into a new space, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and I was inspired. I was inspired because I realized that no matter what was happening in my life, really and truly, I'm blessed. And if you listen to the lyrics, it says, I'm walking out the door, I'm stepping out the door, right? I got blue skies and bright eyes, I'm stepping out today to meet new experiences. I got a couple of pences, and I'm on my way. So step out and enjoy life and appreciate what you got now. That was my state of mind, genuinely, and it still is, as a matter of fact.
I got you. Let's hear it.
You can't stop my blue skies. Yeah. Check it out. I woke up this morning with a smile across my face. My landlady was calling, trying to ruin my day. Because I woke up this morning, God must be showing me grace. So you can try me this morning, I'm about to get away. 'Cause I've got blue skies and bright eyes, and I'm stepping out today. A new experience, I got a couple of friends, and I'm on my way. I've got blue skies and bright eyes, and I'm stepping out today. A new experience, I got a couple of friends, and I'm on my way. I'm walking out the door, I'm stepping out. I'm walking out the door, yeah.
I am telling you, that's my guest. Her name is Alexandria Love. And let me tell you something. Bob Marley have a thing that him say. And I quote him all the time because I know what he mean.
Yeah.
Bob Marley said, when Mrs. Star, me know star. All right, this is when me say star. And this is not a judgment. This not have nothing to do with how you particularly look. It's not a special look. It's not a special nothing. But you say when me say star, me know star.
Thank you.
And, before I even knew that you could sing, hear me to myself now, Lord, I hope she can sing. Because she looked like a star.
Oh, give thanks, Mommy. Give
so,
thanks.
if she just live up to the singing, it done. It make her ready. And you sing beautifully. And you have an international sound.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And then I watched you on TV the other day. No, even before your invitation came, because long after I saw that you're saying that you're going to be on TV, I just happened to be watching TV, and I said, that's Alexandria. Yeah, I want to see how she work and thing. And I watched you on TV. And the first thing that came to me was your level of comfort performing. You were very comfortable with yourself. You were very comfortable with your music. How much of that is natural and how much of that is actually rehearsal?
Good question. All right. So let me share my process with you, right? I got lots of nerves. Oh no, it don't matter how many times I'm about to go on stage, I get anxious, you know. But I've learned to channel that. I prayed about it, you know. I asked the Creator to help me find a way to channel that energy for connect with people. So that's ultimately what I want, to connect. And the band that I work with, the people I work with musically are usually great spirits. So we already have a bond even before we go on stage. So all I'm getting from them is supportive energy. That's all I'm getting off of them, you know. And it's all real. This is all real, you know. And I can't dance.
You can't?
I can't dance, but I wear my dancing shoes most of the time. I don't know if you noticed them today. I just move.
Right.
I just move and I find out it works.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I just accept that. And I watch Bob Marley and I look how Bob Marley used to just move.
Right.
But that man looks so cool doing it.
Right.
So, you know, I just let go and try to give of myself whenever I'm performing. So it's authentic, mommy.
Right, I hear you. And then you mentioned the band and the energy that you share with the band. And, you know, it is always advisable, I'm sure your dad and your mom will tell you the same thing, how important it is to have a band.
Yeah.
One, and to rehearse with the band, because it's as though they know your next move and you know theirs.
Right.
So that nerve that you speak about, it doesn't show, because your band is complimenting you.
True.
And you them.
Give thanks, man. I appreciate them very much. All the musicians I've ever worked with, I really show them love, because, you know, it takes energy for them to share with me just the same, you know.
Right. This question may take longer than the time we have, because I know we're going up to lunchtime, but we're going to come back after that. But your rich infusion of music in your music is something that I particularly love, because at the end of the day, music lovers want to hear music.
True.
They want to see your persona, but they want to hear music. So I'm going to ask you, how much influence and assistance comes from musicians like your dad when you are actually creating music? And you can take me through that too, because if from the first time something comes to your head, and then at what point does the music come in, or the musicians come in?
All right, so my magic, as I call it, is really creating melodies. And what I love to do is I like to jam with musicians. You know, first and foremost. And everybody has their own flavor. You know, I used to listen to all kind of music. I grew up listening to Enya and these things, you know, the Police, you know what I mean? And I try to share a little bit of my groove with the musician, and then let them create, you know, allow them the space to create. And then from there we develop what's wonderful. My dad has plays a big role in that as well, because, you know, it's easy for me to communicate what I like and what I don't like, and you know, we have a different language that we speak. But I've gotten, you know, love from let's say my brother there from the UK. We have a drummer from the UK that also played on the Blue Skies rhythm, Mr. Ponsin.
Okay.
And he has his own groove, you know, but he connected with the lyrics of the music, and I think that's usually what happens. They connect with the lyrics and where I'm coming from, and then we just make it work together. It's just one big melting pot of energy.
I got you. So you just leave each other to do what you all do best.
Right.
And you feel each other's energy.
Right. And then we come together and make it work with the direction, the proper direction.
I got you. Because we're feeling a lot of that. I'm feeling a lot of music. And that's something that we tend to leave out, especially this generation tends to leave out some of the music. The musicians of old were into them sax and them ding and them ding.
Man.
And it really made a difference to the music.
Right.
And I'm happy that it's coming forward and you're bringing it forward in the music.
Truly.
We're going to take a break. We'll soon come.
All right.
It is now 9 minutes after 1 o'clock on RFM, and we got tickets to give away right in the middle of Heart, Mind and Soul to Soul. The first person to answer the following question correctly will win a pair of tickets to the Redemption live concert celebrating Bob Marley's birthday, courtesy of Digicel. And the numbers to call are 974-5051, 974-5043, 974-5079 and 618-0352. The question is, what date and time is the Redemption live concert? What date and time is the Redemption live concert? And the first person to answer will receive a pair of tickets to the Redemption live concert.
Free, I'm free, I'm free. Free, I'm free, I'm free. Shoulder to the wheels, ask me how it feels. Man, I'm so alive, 'cause I'm free. Sometimes I fantasize with that.
My special guest this afternoon on Heart, Mind and Soul, Alexandria Love. I say your tweet when Mrs. Star, me know stars. You think me know on my phone like you too? You young people feel like you want it down the phone.
I know you're sharp like that, you know, that's cool.
Oh, no, teach me. No, you know something? What one of the things that makes you stand out? Because, you know, there's so many artists and, you know, you need something to stand out. Your persona reminds me a bit of, how should I put it? Like a little reggae rock star.
Oh, man.
Yes, honestly. It's like even your manner, you know, you're a reggae artist, but there's a little rock star thing going on there. So how much pop and rock influences your music?
Wow. I'm just so surprised that you mentioned that. But for real, I've told persons I'm a reggae rock star.
You look like a reggae rock star.
I've said this so many times too.
Really?
I'm a reggae rock star, mama. And the thing is, reggae is always going to be a part of my music. The island flavor, the Jamaican flavor, there's nothing like that, you know? But just the freedom of expression, as I say. I like to go out there and I like to rock it hard, you know? So you hit the nail on the head when I say that. You hit it on the head. I'm not just thinking about here, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about so many other wonderful people in the world that I can link with and fuse musically with, you know? Reggae music is magic. Reggae music is magic. I mean, everybody tries to do it all over the world. What I think is, if we keep that flavor and keep representing for the island, you know what I mean? And explore and have fun with other things, it stays real, it stays authentic. But Mom, I love to rock and roll.
I see that. When I watched you on TV, I said, that is when it cemented in my mind. I said, you know, this little princess here, this pretty little princess here, love to rock. She's a rock star.
Ow.
Really, even the way you dress, you wear locks. You look, I mean, you're Jamaican. I mean, you know, but so that will always be, as you said.
True.
But there's something else you need to have something else that separates you. And I think that separates you.
Oh, give thanks for acknowledging that.
I don't see anybody else with that.
Give thanks.
Not any sister. Not coming out of Jamaica.
True.
And you know, you mentioned the world and that there's a whole wide world out there. That is what I see also. When I say star and no star, I know that the international community cannot wait. I've been there. I go there. I'm on stage. I bring you guys on. I know that the international community cannot wait for Alexandria Love.
Give thanks, Mama.
I know that.
Rock and roll. All the way.
All right. Okay. So, are you a musician on a mission? And if so, what is your mission?
I am a musician on a mission. My mission is to use the platform, the stage, to share in a positive way, for influence movement, you know. And as you talk about that, there's another part of my journey that you may not have seen in the bio too. Street Orchestra Live is a movement that started 2 years now. And it was actually coming together with brothers and sisters, musicians, poets, singers. And what we did is, as a matter of fact, I said to my brethren, I said, hey, will you come on the street? Can we go on the street and share the music with the people? And when I say go on the street, I didn't want me no pretty thing, right? I meant we took up our djembe with Congo drum, with acoustic guitar, with shaker them, with tambourine, and we're going in the middle of half a tree. Mm-hmm. We go where the vendors are. We're not going to go where the plaza is, where it's all beautiful. We go where people need to hear a message. Right, that's something I've been very active doing over the past couple of years. You know, I've linked up with other persons. As I say, I want to get musicians, artists, visual artists, everybody together. I linked up with Art Gallery, Decor 8, and Street Orchestra Live. We did a big concert in Seaview Gardens last year called Sharing Light. Elaine was there, and what we did is we brought music and art to the people in the community, right? Only positivity. And out of that, even today, there are weekly sessions held right there in Seaview Gardens, right at the primary school, where we bring the art and the craft to the people of the community to equip them with those skills for better themselves, you know. Jewelry making, pottery, all of that. Wow. And I realized too that it takes people coming together. It takes people not just sitting alone and trying to get your hype. It means that you really just have to look out for your brethren them and your sister in them. You know what I mean? It's too hard sometimes for some people to get ahead in music, and it's because we keep doing the same thing. You know, we keep fight each other out. I've heard people talk about each other and wonder, come on, man, weren't you just talking to each other a while ago? Mm-hmm. Why me can't push you and you push me? Mm-hmm. So that's another part of the journey I'm happy to share with you right now. Street Orchestra Live. And as I said, it's a collective. You know, I have my brothers Tony C, Just Silent, Taz Johnson, you know, Manine, Anya Chad. All these people. I even since going into Seaview met these wonderful guys. These two young men. One is 15, one is 16, and one plays saxophone and the other plays trumpet. And they have joined our movement, and I just am even more inspired by that. You know, because them coming out of Seaview and they could be doing anything else. So we try to stay close to them. You know what I mean? And show them, say, listen, see an outlet here. Use the stage and inspire more people your age. That's what it's about. That's my mission.
That's touchable.
We can do it.
That's touchable. That's not just mission up in the air. That's a mission.
Real thing.
That's real.
Real.
Congrats for that.
Thank you,
and
man.
Keep on doing that because the people need to see us in a touchable way, not just on stage. Woo, baby, I love you, and hyping on them. I love that. Are you religious or spiritual? And yeah, answer that one first.
All right. So I was raised in the Seventh-day Adventist church, but yet I went to school. I went to church on Sunday too, right? And the reason for that is there was always something that the other one gave that attracted me. You know, I raised Seventh-day Adventist, so naturally that came to me. But then I also met people from the church on Sunday, and I enjoyed praise and worship. It was fun. It was exciting. And it wasn't the same as what I do in church on a Saturday. We would clap on Sunday and play instruments. I loved that so much. I have been privileged to read and you know, be exposed to other things, other cultures, other religions. And I reach a point now where I've accepted that the Creator is the Creator. I'm a spiritual person, a spiritual being having a spiritual experience. You know what I mean? I cannot stick to the confines of a religion right now. It's too much going on, man. It's crazy. Like, this is how I see it. Why the church can't help the church? Why them can't come together and do something? You know? It's like the politicians. Why them can't just agree and just work on a project and make it go through? So I've chosen love as my religion.
I got you. And you know something, as I listen to you speak and understand exactly where you are, choosing love as your religion strengthens your mission.
True.
Because if you are truly on a mission for the people of the Almighty, I have found that choosing a religion holds you back from certain people.
True.
But when you can look at someone, no matter how they look, no matter what color they have, no matter where they're coming from, and pursue your mission and show them that love, which is what we are here to do, it really does strengthen the mission that the Almighty has us here on.
That's it, right? Make we inspire people more.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we know, and there's not enough of that. Like, I'm happy I'm seeing a lot more people standing up for things now. But why we have to wait till it gets so bad, you know?
I don't want a religion that tells me that I can't talk to that one day, or the one day not righteous enough, or born that one day. You see, once I find myself there, I excuse myself because I need to be on a mission for all the people of the world.
For humanity.
That's
yes.
right. That's right.
It. Love, man. Come on. Listen, I don't afraid to be kind to people. I pride myself in being able to connect and being able to communicate with people from wherever, any corner of the world where you come from. It's because I realize that we are human beings, and then you and I are a reflection of ourselves. So if I have a negative thought about somebody, I really have to look deep into me. You know? And I'm not going to stop saying good morning and good afternoon. It's up to the individual to respond to me or not. But then we also have to acknowledge that we're not supposed to have expectations of people. Love freely, you know? If he doesn't say hi back, bless him, same way on him journey, and continue being you.
Absolutely.
True.
Absolutely. How do you fuse who you are spiritually with who you are musically?
All right, so music for me is a form of meditation. It's my connection to the Creator, you know? And I cannot ever recall going into the studio or going before a microphone or even approaching a musical task without consulting with my Creator. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect, but then am I perfect? Because anything the Creator have planned for you is in perfection, right?
I love this.
Yeah, man, but I try to align myself with the mission.
Right. So there is no separation.
No, man, everything is together.
So who you are spiritually is also who you are musically.
Absolutely.
Got you. You seem to me, from the word go, and I'm talking about from meeting you on social media, and even more so now meeting you in person, to be a free spirit. How would you describe yourself?
All right, so you've said free spirit, so I can't use that one. All right. Now, I see myself as a student of life, you know. I see myself as an ambassador of love. And then there's a lot that comes with that. As I say, you know, you have to be humble. You know what I mean? I cannot help but look out for my brothers and sisters. I can't help but forgive you if you do me wrong. I just understand who you are, take responsibility, move on, and bless you on your journey. You know what I mean? I feel passionately about so many things. I'm a passionate person, okay? Sometimes we move to tears with passion when we hide it, you know, because I like to show strength as well. I believe that I can help change the world. And I said this, you know, even when it came to Street Orchestra Live, a lot of the times I described the movement as changing the world one street side at a time. But I can change somebody's life by just being a wonderful person to them. And then that's a big old chain reaction. You never know whose life them going to influence when they leave me.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Wow. You make me feel to cry.
I love you too.
Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I'm not surprised because there's an energy that all of us show out, you know. And I've been feeling this energy from the first time I see your picture. I say, you know, so this daughter I go dip on Soul to Soul. I don't know which, not both. I don't even know if she can sing. But but she's going to be on Soul to Soul.
I'm happy to be here.
All right. I know that you recently launched your EP Walk.
Right.
Tell us about the EP and what you're looking forward to.
All right. So as I mentioned, the EP does describe various states of mind. We took our time to work on this EP, especially because we wanted it to connect with people, okay? So some of the songs even started differently. And along during the process, we have changed it just a little bit to what feels right. What I want people to listen to the lyrics. I want people to truly listen to the lyrics. I want people to enjoy the music. I want people to enjoy the flute and the guitar and hear even the djembe and I want it to bring out some things in some people that never realize, you know, some funk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I want, man. I want people to kind of wake up another side of them through listening to this album, this EP.
Nice. Well, listening to this EP, for me, it has brought out for me some of exactly what you just described. And I'm enjoying the music, which is one of the things you want us to do. I'm enjoying another side of reggae.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying youth. I feel a lot of youthful energy. I'm enjoying that.
Right.
I feel a lot of hope. There's all of that I'm feeling from the EP, and I'm sure others will feel it too. You know, at this time in our lives, all of our lives, we need to be feeling hope more than anything else.
Truly.
I am feeling that.
Well, I'm happy.
Yes, I'm feeling a lot of that. All right. Are you being managed here now, and how can you be contacted? I'm sure when this is done, people are going to want to know, where can I see her?
All right. Well, certainly, I have a management team, A-Love Management, and persons can contact me via email as well at alovemanagement, it's spelled out, at gmail.com. You can even contact 375-3028, and I will be sure to post other contact information as soon as possible. I am on social media. You know, I do respond to emails and I really appreciate some of the messages I've been getting. So link me up on Facebook, drop me a message. I'm on Instagram, you know that. And I communicate and I welcome feedback, I welcome love, I welcome everything that is wonderful and real.
You're you know? Real Alex.
Real Alex Love on Instagram, and you can search for that on Facebook as well at Real Alex Love for sure.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to say that we have not said? Anything that you want people listening to you to know? Anybody that you want to say hi to? You know, we do everything as Yadi. Big up my mother.
Right. Enough love. Of course, I have so many people I want to say thanks to. I want to say thanks to the musicians that have played a part in the development. You know, Janai did some excellent guitars on Take It Easy. I want to big up Chad, Mr. Ponsin is actually from Holland. Fitzroy Bennett, my backup vocalist, Yasmin, Charco on the bass, Deja, backup vocalist, Jada, backup vocalist. There's so many people I have to give thanks to. Of course, Sheldon Bernard, which is like, he's just a magician. He can play any one of those.
For those who have just joined us, when you hear Alexandria Love talking about Sheldon Bernard, is our father.
Yeah. And my personal manager as well, Akiria, she's my stylist also. She worked very close with me. She understands my flavor and my spirit. Barbara Laurent is also a part of the management team. I want to just say, guys, your energy has made it what it is. I am in gratitude for that, you know. And big up to any sound man that's ever played my music, sound lady, you know. A matter of fact, I should be featured on Club One new releases. You may be seeing it stream live tonight on Flow 100, where I was selected to represent Jamaica on a reality TV series, a Canadian reality TV series, and I got the opportunity to share some of my music, some of the songs from the EP even before it happened.
Congrats.
Big up to my grandmother, my queen. She's Rastafari and straight. You know, and anyone else, I haven't called your name. Mommy's mom.
Okay.
Yeah, man. She sent me a wicked picture with her and Obama the other day. I had to share it. I don't know if you saw it on my Instagram.
I must look again.
But she's also really like a queen. You would love her.
Yes, I saw it.
You gonna love her. I gonna make you meet her. Shout out Andy Green. I love you so much, you know. Rory from Black Dub. Look out for 2 hot tracks coming out. 2 covers I did with Rory, Black Dove Movement. One from Joy White, Dread Out There, and Prophecy from Fabian. So a whole heap in store, man, and the album in summer. Guys, just look out and keep sharing the love, man. That's all it's about.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you know, well, you proved I wasn't wrong. You proved I was not wrong. I saw them eyes looking at me and I say, whose eyes this?
You know?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, sorry to cut you, mommy, but I have to mention that too. People like you, all right? People like you who give me the opportunity to share. Give thanks, man.
It is my pleasure.
For real.
My pleasure. You give us hope. You give young people hope. You give those of us from a different generation who wondering what is happening in today's world, you give us hope. Mm-hmm. You're giving your grandparents hope. Mm-hmm. You're giving your parents hope. We have to see you go through.
True.
We just have to.
Straight up. Give thanks, man. Big up Ricardo as well, my drummer. Sorry.
Wonderful talking to you. And we're going to leave with this one that we've been playing.
Yeah.
Take It Easy.
Take It Easy with the Crime, Jamaica.
Yes.
It's time to do the right thing.
God bless you.
Blessings, Mama. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Take it easy with the crime. Every day we hear another motherless crying. Homeless in the middle of the streets. Take it easy with the crime. Every day we hear another motherless crying. Homeless in the middle of the streets. What a day when we all can unite, building a brighter tomorrow. Teach your children just how to survive, the example you want them to follow. Never neglect them, we have to protect them. Just takes a little change of mind. Stand together through this stormy weather. Future will be fine. Easy with the crime.
Oh, the listeners love her.
You're not the motherless crying.
We got this one from Smart Kids in Portmore who says, yes, auntie, positive vibration. She's a blessed soul auntie. She read 2 of my favorite books, The Secret and Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All I can say, continue to do your work. Alexandra, love, you are unstoppable. You are an earth angel. I see it in your eyes and feel the balance in your energy. And that's coming from Smart Kid in Portmore.
No violence you bring, no police having, yes. Little you just.
This is from Ralston, part of the Twinkle Brothers over there in California. He says, love it, love it, love it. Great interview, Sister Elise.
Future will be fine. Easy with the crime.
I'm telling Alexandra Love and I'm telling her dad, they must get themselves ready. This young princess is going to be on the road and she's going to be busy doing her work. This one is from Chili Philly. Mama, please, pick up this young lady's parents for rearing a great child into a great young woman. It's so refreshing to hear a young lady speak so eloquently. Big up our parents for me. I wish her nothing but success and love. Wonderful interview with a distinguished. Love to hear her all the time because she have manners. Young princess, yes, she have manners for true, Philly. And if you tell you she full up of manners, our parents grow up good.
Stand together through this stormy weather. Future will be fine. Take it easy.
Some of my listeners don't have a lot, you know, but they still expressing themselves. Them say, Mama, that up.
Listen to the middle of the streets.
just sound a bit like Shereen Anderson. You know, she have the same kind of eyes, I can tell you that. This one says, Mama, Miss Love is inspiring. Oh, you get a new name, Miss Love. Mama, Miss Love is inspiring. I pray young people today will take even a few lines from her experience. Keep on doing what you're doing, Miss Love. And that's coming from JC. JC, your real name, I guess. You call her Miss Love.
Take it easy.
This one says, this sister is a real person. We need a lot more like these fine people in the world. Not only saying who you are, but also showing it. And that's coming from Empress Sandra. Not only saying who you are, but showing it. This one says, Mama, she's a heroine. Bright. Up. Up again. Up. Take it easy with a crime. We got this one from Tidal Rega, who says, yes, Mama, great soul, loving the interview. Tell her to continue on that path of greatness. We're going to take a break. We soon come. My listener, them know real people. When them hear real people, you know them good. Some of them not know what for something to say, but them just say, up. Or do some people. This one says, wait, this is from my sister Tanya with an I, who says, waiting on the album, but would love a SoundCloud listen. It's the EP on SoundCloud, another sister on the mission, and very humble. They take it easy. Okay, good. The take it easy melody sound wicked. I come true. Them are you sure about them boss here? Look at them, man. You want everybody if you know say this is your thing. Don't it, Nubian? Cool, no, man. All right, so the Woke EP is available at Grandeur Warehouse, 30A Constant Spring Road. Tracy just gave me this. I'm going to save this, and we're going to continue to remind the people where you can get the EP. This one says, thanks, Mama, to be sharing your positive picnic them with us. Yes, I love how you put it. One of the positive picnic them, Erica. It is now 1:39, come 1:45. We bring you news, and that is followed by the Sportscast on the Ball. More respect and love coming in for my special guest, Alexandria Love. And this one is from Flavor Daddy, who says, Empress sound genuine, Mama. Please give her my love and my respect. And she's hearing all of this. And so she just got it a while ago. Network Family says, Mama, what a lovely young lady. Tell her to keep up the good work. We'll be there for part 2. And it's coming from Grace in Portmore. I agree with you 100%. We got this one from Andre Pollock, who says, good afternoon, Queen. This is what is called an interview. People sitting should be real and talk facts. This daughter has a far journey and she's not on any rush. As you can hear, loyalty is everything, and she's loyal to her team and her music. The Empress settled and ready for the world, and it's her time to shine. No doubt this female will go run road. Good, better, best the Empress. Love non-stop. Upful and thankful, never ungrateful. And it's coming from One Tree Record family. That's Andre Pollock. You are so right, Andre. Beautiful interview with a beautiful soul. All right. And we got this one. Oh gosh, man, sis, which boss? It was the melody, me a highlight. I want them start laugh when we talk about your show off with the boss though. Anyway, I am apprehensive to mention the boss, but it was refreshing. You know, actually, I understand exactly what you mean, sis, because the boss really makes you hear all of that, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, man. Please tell Sister Love that we'll love the melody, sis. You know, hear how passionate she's about the melody. And I wanted to emphasize or reiterate that the melody bad. Sis, man, we're not shallow round here. Trouble me, trouble you, sis. But me know so the boss make you hear the melody and make you hear the definition and all them things are much better. Trouble me, trouble you be there, because me know say you know them the idiot something there. Yes, but them still get a nice little laugh still. See, so no worry yourself. Nobody now thinks you show off at all.
Yeah. Take a whiff, yes, it's something that's fantastic. I bet you'll never know what's going on in my head. Well, I start to drift and it's something poetic. I bet you'll never know What's going on in my head? I'm talking about flying with eagles. I'm up in the skies and I'm talking about treading on water, floating day or night, something that's so romantic. I'm feeling high, I'm feeling happy, so happy, yes. Well, I took a trip, yes, down on Ivy Lane, and now I'm dandy, sweet and dandy. I've seen this before, oh, so many times, and they call it paradise, brand new paradise. I'm talking about flying with eagles. I'm up in the skies. I'm talking about treading on waters, floating day or night, something that's so romantic. I'm feeling high, I'm feeling happy, so happy, yes. I'm talking about flying with eagles. I'm up in the skies. I'm talking about treading on water, floating day or night, something that's so romantic.
Playing the music from Alexandria Love's Awoke EP.
Happy, so happy.
Thank you very much for your comments. I see you love this princess the way I do. This one says only a mother can deliver like you do. Powerful artist, what a person, sister. Love, have soul, real soul. Labor of love this is. And that's what you do on Soul to Soul, Mama Soul. You know, these young people make me so very proud to be the person who hosts this program, Heart, Mind, and Soul to Soul. And they really make me proud for even conceptualizing this program, because originally it was for these young people. That's exactly who it was for, and they continue to make me proud. So the EP Woke is available at the Grandeur Warehouse, 38 Constant Spring Road in Kingston, and it is also available on SoundCloud. It is now 1:45 on Area FM. It's time for the local headlines.
Oh, our Father, who art in Zion, always be thy name. Thy kingdom come on earth, thine will be done on earth. Always be thy name.
Once again, thank you so very much for the comments on my special guest, Alexandria Love. Kirkina says, big artist, Jah guide and protect her on her journey. Life is what it is, says, bless her up, Mama. I'm totally inspired. Beautiful. Lita Farai says, soothing sounds. Thanks for sharing, Princess and Cream. And then TNCN 1965 says, you rock, lady. And this is how we say so long. Certainly hope you enjoy the music that we played and the conversations that we had. I love you, my brother. I love you, my sister, whoever you are. Whether you worship in your church, kneel in your temple, or pray in your mosque, you and I are children of one faith. For the diverse paths of religion are fingers of the loving hand of one supreme being, a hand extended to all, offering completeness of spirit to all, eager to receive all. Father Time, Mother Earth willing, we do it together again. 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 We do it together.